Ben Rortvedt is not going to be a Dodger next year. Also, there are other teams that are interested in having LeBron James's farewell tour. An NBA insider revealed that. We'll talk about who those teams could be. Will that be with the Lakers? LeBron James is close to returning. He reported the South Bay Lakers. How did that go? Also, Austin Reaves is playing himself into a mega deal. How much will it cost the Lakers to keep Austin Reaves in purple and gold? And another wild rumor about the future of the Rams quarterback. Could we see Kyler Murray as the Rams QB1 after Matthew Stafford? Who will be the next quarterback of the Rams after Matty Stafford? And the Rams debuting new uniforms this Sunday. I've got my top 10 LA uniforms. That more coming up next on the LA Sports Report.
LA is the sports capital of the world. The Lakers have entered their Luka Doncic era. LeBron doesn't just want a farewell tour, he wants a farewell title. The Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. Go, Kings, go. The Dodgers are the best run franchise in all of professional sports. Shohei Ohtani is the GOAT. Steve Ballmer will do anything to get the Clippers a championship. Mick Cronin has to win a national championship at UCLA. Justin Herbert is a top 5 quarterback in this league. College football is just better when USC is good. This whole city has the Mamba mentality. I love LA.
Live from the heart of Los Angeles, this is the LA Sports Report with your host, Doug McKain.
What is up, and welcome to another episode of the LA Sports Report. My name is Doug McKain. I've covered LA sports for over a decade, 24/7 sports, Bleacher Report, chat sports, and NFL radio for Westwood One. Well, the LA Sports Report is everything you need to know in the world of Los Angeles sports in less than an hour. Analysis, interviews, some of the juicy off the court, off the field type of stuff. You are going to find it right here. So if you're new to the channel, do us a huge favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and comment laser down below so you're eligible for our next giveaway at 3,000 subscribers. So many subscribers. The hottest LA sports show on the rise. And once you hit 3,000 subscribers, you got a Luka Doncic jersey coming up, a Clayton Kershaw 3,000 strikeouts bobblehead, so you can win and you can definitely have your voice heard as well. So drop some comments down below. We got producer Robert, we got Noel rocking with us today. So definitely drop some comments for sure. And we'll talk about it a little later on this show. But we've got lots to get into, so let's get right into it. And we've got some breaking news right before the show. So Dodger baseball is alive and well. We're still basking in the glow of another World Series title, the 9th in franchise history. But business is business. There's already decisions being made about the roster. And just moments ago, we learned that the Dodgers announced that catcher Ben Rortvedt has been claimed off waivers by the Reds. There was no previous indication that Rortvedt had been DFA'd, designated for assignment. So this does drop the Dodgers 40-man roster to 39. Rortvedt, the Rottweiler, Benny the Vet Rodriguez. He has bounced around the league. He found his way to the Dodgers in a midseason trade from the Rays. He was in a 3-team deadline deal that sent Zach Little to the Reds. Rortvedt was called up when Will Smith was injured, and he hit his hand, and Rortvedt was awesome. I mean, he was great in his time with the Dodgers. The batting average before coming to LA was not good, but down the stretch, hit 224, 309 on base, 327 slug, but most importantly, it was how he handled the pitching staff. And I interviewed Ben Rortvedt a couple of different times, and he loved being a Dodger. And I think that this part of his career, it opened up to getting with the Reds. And heading into 2026, the Dodgers, you got Will Smith, you got Dalton Rushing. Those two projected as the top 2 catchers. Rortvedt is out of options. So he's eligible for arbitration. He's projected at $1.3 million. So assuming the Dodgers weren't going to tender him a contract, they put him on waivers and gave him a chance to land somewhere else. So that is why Ben Rortvedt ends up on another team. And the beauty of all this is he does get a ring. He's a Dodger forever. He started the postseason behind the dish, and nothing but fond memories for Ben Rortvedt. My favorite thing about Ben Rortvedt was one, how he handled the pitchers, and he was behind the dish when Yamamoto almost threw a no-hitter against the Orioles, but also kind of the personality, right? Benny Biceps, kind of the attitude he brought, and he had that awesome walk-up song that we all love. So grateful for his time in LA. I think he was important, absolutely. Kind of one of those guys that you might forget after a couple years, but then also you kind of look back and say, hey, he played a pivotal role. You see in that picture right there, that is a postseason logo on that hat. So that tells you he was a part of this World Series run. So Ben, can't wait for you to get your ring. Congratulations. You will always be a World Series champion. I remember talking to him about the nicknames that we came up for him on my other show, Dodgers Dougout, live on Dodgers Nation, #1 Dodgers podcast and Dodgers show on YouTube. He loved being called the Rottweiler. He loved the Benny the Vet Rodriguez. So we wish you well. We wish you well. No, once a Dodger, always a Dodger. But now let's switch gears to some Lakers talk, because you've got a big game tonight. Tonight, it's OKC LA. And we're going to talk about that in a second here. But I want to lead with some LeBron James talk. So let's go up to think about LeBron right here. And with LeBron James, who's been out for the last couple of months dealing with the sciatica, well, he has been assigned to South Bay. LeBron James did practice with the South Bay Lakers, including a 5-on-5. And Shams Charania tweeted, Lakers LeBron James was assigned to the franchise's NBA G League affiliate, South Bay, today and will participate in his first full practice of the season, including 5-on-5 play as he works towards a debut. Now, LeBron has been seen on the sidelines watching this Lakers team get off to a really good start. And, hey, he took his talents to South Bay. And if LeBron responds well to the first full contact play, doesn't have any setbacks, it's just a matter of time before he's on the hardwood with his teammates. And he could debut on November 18th against the Utah Jazz. That's when the team returns to LA from a road trip, and that could be the return of LeBron James. So the team does immediately go back out on the road. So who knows? He could be back on November 25th when the Lakers host the Clippers for the NBA Cup. And if all that goes well, this is going to be huge. I mean, you're getting back one of the best players of all time, arguably the best player of all time, joining an 8-3 Laker team that has seen Luka Doncic put up MVP numbers, that has seen Austin Reaves emerge into this all-star. We got Alonzo in the comments. We'll get back to your boys in blue, but we're going to focus on the purple and gold right here. And just thinking about LeBron James, and before LeBron got hurt, he was reportedly shooting threes all day, every day in the offseason. We already know he can make good hard cuts off the ball. He can get to the rim. But if he shoots threes at a 38 to 40% plus clip this season, I think he's going to fit in. And I think he's going to find a way to make it work with Luka Doncic. And I also think that what the Lakers need to do is you've got to stagger your three best players a little more effectively, meaning Luka and Austin Reaves, they have to take less of a burden of this offense. And it's got to trickle down to the other players. And I think the key is always health and to get LeBron James with as much gas in the tank as he can as he gets towards the end of the season. So, look, even if this isn't the MVP, best player ever, LeBron James, I mean, I don't feel like there's enough excitement about the return of the king. I really do not, because I think people are just assuming that he's going to come back and suck all the oxygen out of the room. But I think the biggest key for me is that you keep his minutes down and he can play both sides of the court, because that is the number one thing with LeBron James is he can still be really effective in spurts. It's just, look, he needs to be a guy that it does not have to do it all at this stage of his career. But last year for the Lakers, I mean, you're getting a guy who played 70 games, averaged 24.4 points per game, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists. I mean, just imagine adding that to a roster for a team that started 8-3. So, I mean, hey, you know what I was thinking too? I was thinking too, one of the best troll jobs ever would have been imagine Bronny James after this news came out that his dad was being sent to the South Bay Lakers, sent to the minors. I wish Bronny James would like quote tweet that and say, hey, keep your head up, Dad. Work hard and you can make it back. You can do it, Dad. I believe in you. My biggest dream is to play with you on the Lakers one day. That's my dream, Dad. I want to see you with me here in the NBA, right? It would have been awesome to see Bronny James do that. I mean, come on. They should just assign Bronny, have some father-son alley-oops down there. But hey, I think the number one thing, all jokes aside, LeBron has nothing to prove in this league. LeBron's going down as, at worst, the second best player in NBA history. At best, the best player in NBA history. But for the 2025-2026 Los Angeles Lakers, I think the key word is ego. Ego. Can he check it out the door? Because if he can keep that ego in check and be an addition to the team chemistry, that I think that's going to be big. And here's the thing. I really think he's going to help that team. I really think he's going to help the South Bay Lakers. I really think that that LeBron James, him not starting the season and seeing what this team has been able to do without him, is the best thing that happened to the Lakers this year. Because now the Lakers have confidence that they can win without LeBron. JJ Redick is not just LeBron's podcast host head coach. Luka Doncic is an MVP level player. Austin Reaves has leveled up. And LeBron James knows that, hey, this team has won without me. I have to go in and just help any way that I can. And I have confidence that he will. And I'm excited to see that. Now, some more LeBron James news. Found this very interesting. Zach Lowe, he said on his podcast about LeBron James and a potential farewell tour. We don't know how much longer he wants to play. Is this it? Will there be one more season? I still think that we could see multiple years of LeBron. But Zach Lowe said, now what happens after this season? I know people with the Cavs who are looking around like, you want to do a retirement tour? I know people with the Warriors are looking around like, hey, you want to fulfill that dream over here? We'll see what happens. That was the rumor. So the Cavaliers, of course, they're a team that James, he has played most of his career. He's been associated with. He spent 11 years on 2 different stints with Cleveland. However, they're over the second apron, which that severely limits what they're allowed to take back in any trade scenario. So they would need to rectify their financial situation in order to get LeBron James this summer. And Golden State, there are multiple reports they tried to trade for LeBron James more than one time, going all the way back to 2023 and 2024. But the Lakers reportedly rebuffed their attempts each time. So James has had stints in the past that he would like to play on the same team as Steph Curry on the Warriors. We know that Draymond Green, he worships the king. Another one too, Dallas is a team that has been thought of as a viable trade partner with the Lakers because of the talent they have. So we'll see. Will LeBron James have a farewell tour with a team not named the Lakers? Could it be the Cavs? Could it be the Warriors? Could it be the Mavericks? My gut tells me that LeBron James wants to have a retirement tour. He wants to get his flowers, but he wants to do it with the Lakers. Like, I don't think he likes the idea of just bouncing around at the end of his career. He does not want to be the Shaq meme, right? With the rainbow, with all the different colors. Shaq Celtics. He doesn't want to be the big leprechaun, the Shaqtus, like Shaq was with the Phoenix Suns. I don't think that fits the mystique, the aura of LeBron James. And if you've ever lived in this awesome city, behind me, the palm trees, the sunshine, the mountains, the beaches, the mansions, the cars, you don't like leaving LA. It's tough to pry yourself out of LA. Right? It's tough to do it. And you had the fact that Bronny's here. You had the fact that he's played a lot of years here. I think he wants to end his career with the Lakers. Only other team that I could see him ending his career with, though, would be the Cleveland Cavaliers. Because I think from a narrative standpoint, the Warriors, let's just be honest, that'd be gross. Like, that would be That would just be gross. Like, that would just be so, Lakers hate the Warriors. Like, we don't like Lakers fans. We don't like Warriors fans. It's like this new modern day, like, who is the premier NBA franchise on the West Coast? Him linking up with Curry, like, that is the buddy cop movie I never need to see, right? So, I don't know, let's bring in Bleacher Report's Laker analyst, Noel Sanchez.
How's it going, Doug?
What up, man? So, we're talking about LeBron James, and I really think if he checks his ego at the door, he can really help the South Bay Lakers.
Ooh.
I mean,
South Bay, wait, I was like, wait, did I hear that right?
No, we were talking about, like, okay, he's going to be back to you soon. We talked about a little checking the ego at the door. I think it's a great thing that he did start this year, not with the Lakers, like on the bench, and he allowed this team to see, hey, we can have success without LeBron. And LeBron kind of knows that, hey, I got some dudes, and those dudes know, hey, we can win games without you. Yeah. So as great as you are, we're not going to just sit around in awe and say, oh, LeBron, take us to the finals. Like, they've got dudes. But I want to start with this Zach Lowe rumor. Yeah. Zach Lowe saying that there are other teams that would sign up and be interested in a farewell tour. You heard my piece. I think he wants to do it with the Lakers. I don't think he wants the pomp and circumstance of maybe a Kobe, but which is like a mid-season thing, right?
Yeah.
But what's your take? I mean, how do you feel about this?
It's like, I think the only team he would entertain even going to at this point in his career would be the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's the only team that would make sense from a standpoint of when you think of LeBron James, you think of the Cleveland Cavaliers, you think of, Cleveland, this is for you. And just the fact too, that it's in the Eastern Conference, if you get a trade going, you would still have enough pieces over on the Cavs for him to actually contend for a title with. And I mean, I heard you mention a little bit, the Warriors wouldn't really make sense. He went toe to toe with Steph for so many years. That was a team I think he genuinely hated at one point. The Knicks, I thought there was some juice at one point just because of the market and also because going out east, teaming up with Brunson, potentially Cat, that could have been something. But yeah, I think with the Lakers, there is some tension just because they didn't want to commit to him for any longer than this season. So I think he kind of let that injury get a little bit of the better of him and he's sitting out on purpose. But the only team I would see it happening would be the Cavs. And the Cavs actually have the pieces to make something happen.
Yeah, he needs to go to a team that is not expecting him to play like an MVP and play 40 minutes a night and average 28, 8, and 7 and commit to the defensive side, right? If he goes to Cleveland, they won't expect that. If he goes to Golden State, they might want that on certain nights. But I just think that LeBron has too much integrity, too much dignity, too much pride to end up on the Golden State Warriors. Because here's the thing. Everywhere LeBron's been, the ovations have been there, especially when he's on your team. Like, he could score 50 points a night for 2 weeks, and he wouldn't be more popular than Steph Curry.
I mean, we saw with Kevin Durant, right?
KD's a perfect example.
KD was the best player on both of those title-winning teams, and they were never going to love him more than Steph.
He was a hired gun, and he was in his prime. So I think that's where LeBron James is at. I think it's with the Lakers. It's going to be very interesting to see how he looks, how much he has left in the tank, which I still think there is a good amount in that tank. I really do. It's not on E. Like, he's not on fumes yet. And I think LeBron's eyes need to be lighting up, and I hope they are, saying, hey, less minutes equals more defense, more left in the late game situations for me not to be tired or not to have my legs. And I'm hoping to see that because Luka's all smiles. Austin Reaves is all smiles. There's a bromance developing there. There really is. I mean, anytime you kind of laugh and joke about the other player in the post-game interviews, it's kind of like, hey, man, like that is something brewing there. And that's where I want to go to next. Talk some Austin Reaves, the hillbilly Mamba, LeBron James, because it's really starting to feel like Austin Reaves is playing himself into the type of contract that I know his agent hopes he signs. And he said it's not all about the money. He said it's not all about the money, right? But even if he's not obsessed with the money, anytime they say it's not about the money, it's all about the money, right? And Austin Reaves, he's 27 years old. He's eligible for a 5-year, $241 million extension this summer or a 4-year, $178.5 million extension contract otherwhere. So he could sign a $178.5 million contract elsewhere or a 5-year, $241 million extension with the Lakers. And despite the potential financial windfall, sources tell ESPN that Reaves isn't driven by just getting the largest possible deal, and he wants stability and success in Los Angeles. And I love the fact that Austin Reaves wants to be a Laker badly. I love the fact that he plays for this city. He appreciates that they were the team that stepped up and identified his talent and developed him and turned him into the player that he was when the rest of the league did it, right? This is like one of the great success stories. And it's another proposed deal that would have started at $19.5 million annually, a 2,000% raise from his $925,000 rookie salary after going undrafted, and a 40% increase from his 2025-2026 salary, the third year of his current 4-year, $54 million deal. But even with that jump, that offer would make him the 24th highest paid, not player, but shooting guard in the league. So at some point, this team needs to decide if Austin Reaves is a great fit with Luka Doncic, if Austin Reaves is worth paying elite money to. Does he get Tyler Hero level money? And the number one thing I'm looking at if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers, as we're 11 games into the new season, the only thing, frankly, I'm looking at if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers is how does he fit with Luka Doncic? And so far, those early returns haven't been good. They've been great. They've been all time. His 124.6 points per 100 possessions with Luka, that's the highest ever recorded in NBA history for a duo. Just think about that. That's the highest ever recorded in NBA history for a duo. That is a level of efficiency that you would have to say, wait, is this just because Luka's great, which is part of it? Because Doncic has great visions, great touch, but it blends perfectly with Austin Reaves because he's got that intelligence, the way to move off the ball, the ability to create under pressure and put the ball on the deck. I think the three-point shooting will improve for sure, but I think that the way they complement each other, it is definitely something this organization has to be recognizing early on. And heading into the season, I mean, we had Alan Slewa, Lakers insider, on the first ever LA Sports Report, and he was 50-50. I mean, he wasn't a slam dunk on Austin Reaves being a long-term fit for the Lakers, being a guy that you need to give that big bag to. But, I mean, he did miss 3 games, and I also think that how he performs in the playoffs is going to go a long way to determining if they want to get that deal done, because let's just be honest, he was not good in their series against the Timberwolves last year. But they also had an extremely flawed, incomplete roster without a legitimate center. So, I mean, if we're going to give JJ Redick the benefit of the doubt, I think we got to give some of their players the benefit of the doubt for that too. I'm just enjoying this raw B-roll, by the way. This is fun. Austin. I called Noel Austin. Noel.
Yes.
I just gave you that stat right there. 124.6 points per 100 possessions. Like, I didn't know it was that good. And it's great. Like, I mean, I hate to be that prison moment. Like, I'm sold. Like we're signing me up. Where's the, like, but the early returns are so good that at least we can say right now that things are trending towards it making a ton of sense, and all the sense in the world, for the Lakers to keep Austin Reaves in purple and gold for the foreseeable future.
I mean, I really think it's been better than anybody expected. Not just the numbers with Luka when they're playing together, but also when Luka hasn't played, when he's been out with those injuries. The Lakers are at the spot they're at right now because of Austin Reaves. I would put 80 to 90% because of how he's been able to score the ball, how he's been able to get everybody on the court involved. And that makes me feel good that when you take Luka out of a game later down the course of the season, you can trust Austin Reaves with really any unit that the Lakers are putting out there right now, with the DeAndre Ayton, with the Rui, with the Marcus Smart. And, you know, I was pretty shocked reading that too, you know, the contract that he could command. But when you look at the new TV deal that's coming in a couple of years, when you look at what the overall salary cap is going to be, I mean, with Reaves' age, with his improvements every single year, right now you do feel good about that number for him.
Yeah, I mean, the contracts are going to be ridiculous, and it's going to feel insane for anyone. But I think for him and the styles, I mean, I love the fact that he creates his own shot, and he's a different look than Luka Doncic. And for defenses to see that, that's why it's working so far. And the kind of question I have is, how's LeBron James going to impact that? And I will say, I said on the show that everybody was trying to make those comparisons of Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson and Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. And I was the first guy to say, yeah, Austin Reaves is really good. He's not Kyrie Irving. He's not Jalen Brunson. And I still feel that's the truth, right? I mean, those guys are top 10 NBA players when they're right. But that does not mean, but now this, I think, is another feather in Luka's cap saying, hey, like, dude, like, I'm a dude who elevates. Like, I take a C to a B to an A. Like, I have that impact on players around me, and you just can't say that for everyone in this league. You can't say that for all great players around this league. So, I mean, kudos to Luka for embracing him and Austin Reaves. I think the chemistry on and off the court is something that's building as well. But I do think if you're LeBron James, it's going to be interesting to see how that number looks like as we move throughout the season too, and as their competition gets better too, because they got the Thunder tonight, you got the Bucks, you got the Pelicans, you got some road games coming up. Hopefully you stay on this hot streak.
Doug, did you see that exchange between Vando and Reaves talking about when Reaves wanted to go to the World Series game?
I did not see that one.
So Reaves wanted to make it to, I think it was Game 7, once he found out that it was going the full mile. And it was right in the midst of that really hot streak he was having. And he was talking to Vando about it. And Vando was like, bro, just go do it. And Reaves was like, no, I have to get a private jet. And then Vando was like, you can afford a private jet with that contract that you're about to get real soon.
So there you go. And you know, here's the thing though. Like sometimes like the richest people, the cheapest people too, it doesn't matter.
He doesn't wear any he just wears like
the hoodie, the hoodie thing, right? He's got to get a hoodie line. You know, he's got his own shoe deal, right?
He does.
It's like an Anta situation, one of those ones.
Yeah.
Come on, Nike your bus guy.
Nike your Jordan, right? Then he'll
Jordan Nike, right? Yeah, but no, absolutely. I do think that kind of one of the early big takeaways for this team is Austin Reaves. He's him, and he's him with Luka Doncic. So it's something to feel really excited about. And if you're Rob Pelinka, if you're this organization that's going to be influenced by the Dodgers a little bit and how they are moving forward with contracts, so it's going to be interesting to see how financially committed they are. And I'm just happy to see that he's dealing with the pressure the way that he is. Now, tonight, you got the Los Angeles Lakers and you got Oklahoma City. And tonight, I think Lou Dort's going to be out. Oklahoma City, of course, the reigning NBA champions. And a big test for this team tonight. 6:30, the Thunder 11-1, and I think if you're the Lakers, you're still almost feels like you are just a little bit playing with house money. But I know that Luka Doncic is looking forward to this one, and if Luka comes out, leads this Lakers team to a win, outplays Shea. Yes, you don't give away the MVP in November, but I will say, if we're having this debate in March and April, if he drops a 40-piece, if he drops a 50-piece, hits a game winner, we're going to be, remember when he went to OKC and dropped, like, it's kind of one of those things, right? If there's a moment, you will reference it later in the season.
We saw it last year with Shea, that late 40-piece against the Nuggets and beating them at home. So same thing could happen here once again. I mean, also with the Lakers, you look at the injury report, Lou Dort's not going to play. Aaron Wiggins isn't going to play. So that's already some perimeter defense that's going to ease up off the Lakers a little bit, but they got to hit shots, man. At the end of the day, this is an OKC team that you can't really make mistakes against, and you got to be able to keep up and take any chances that they're giving you. They're willing to give certain shooters some open looks. So if you start seeing those corner threes from Rui, from Laravia going down, the Lakers are going to give themselves a shot, but it does all start with Luka.
Starts with Luka, and what I said last show, hey, when Luka has a 22-point game with 5 assists and 6 rebounds, that's when you know you're screwed for the next 6 if you're going up against him, because that's when he goes on a run. Couple things working in the Lakers' favor tonight, though. The Thunder coming off a back-to-back. Also, they're going to be without, as you said, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Aaron Wiggins, Kenrich Williams could be in question as well. OKC has the depth to beat anyone, even if they're limited at home. I mean, they just beat the Warriors 126-102 on Tuesday night. The Lakers, though, they're looking at this one as just a battle of MVPs. And this defense is incredible. I mean, the best defense in the league for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The way they rotate, the the athleticism that they have. They can match up and switch. They also have the 5th best scoring team, 122.4. They're 5th in rebounding, 2nd in steals. They don't turn the ball over. I mean, this Thunder team, it's like the Thunder are the dynasty that no one wants. And that's what I think Adam Silver's probably kind of losing sleep over. And NBA fans, but like this Thunder team could win 3 titles in the next 5 years. Like they really could.
When you look at the youth, when you look at the depth, when you look at, them taking care of their 3-star players right away, you keep that core intact and you just surround them with the right role players. I agree. They're not really box office. The ratings don't go through the charts when they play, but they are a tough, talented, deep team.
Let's call it what it is. Tonight, the Lakers are playing the best team in the NBA on the road.
Easily.
Like that's what their test is tonight. So, number one name I'm looking for tonight, though, is JJ Redick. I mean, I think I've been impressed with him without LeBron, and I like how they never lack motivation. They're never unprepared for a particular game. But if you go out there and you beat the Thunder on the road, it's going to be massive for this team, because I think for the Lakers early in the season, success is more important than obviously even the Thunder, even some other teams in the Western Conference, because no one wants to give the Lakers the respect they deserve, I think. And they just look like a better and deeper team. Reaves hasn't been great lately, and some of their other pieces. Vando's been honestly terrible. But
no other way to put it.
I mean, he's been bad, man. He's a Chrome Hearts guy, right?
He is a Chrome Hearts guy. He's a big fashion guy. But yeah, man, it's like that Vando that we saw in 2023. Glimpses of him are still there, fighting through the screens, hustle plays, but the offense has just been a super negative this year.
Yeah, and Chet's in, Williams still out, Dort out. He strained his trap. So, yeah. Predictions for a regular season NBA game aren't that important, obviously. It's going to be a tough one to win. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I think the Lakers are going to win this one. But you know what? Man, I think the Lakers are going to win this one. I really do. I think the Lakers...
Proceeds to say exactly that.
No, I really do. They're just like...
So what stat line would you need to see from Luka to give the Lakers a better chance to win this game?
It's interesting you say that, because sometimes with Luka, it's kind of one of those things where if he has 32, that could also be an indication that he's distributing and you're getting a big Rui night, right? And you're getting some other, DeAndre, if you get 20 from DeAndre, because Ayton's been efficient, but sometimes he can go like 5 for 5 and give you 11 or 14 points, right?
From 8, and we're like, why'd you stop right there?
Yeah, exactly. What I love about him, my whole thing is with DeAndre now is the one-handed jams, like in the dunker spot, in the paint. He's going baseline, and DeAndre Ayton has been just an absolute revelation for this team. But
yeah, I'm telling you, and that trolling from the Lakers is working, because a couple weeks ago, those were little baby sky hooks, little faders, and now he's actually trying to dunk.
No, dude, look, I don't care. Look, I know there's a lot of people anti this, but bullying works. Okay, let's call it what it is, right?
Sports.
My daughter's gonna go to public school for a reason. That's all I'm saying. But no. I also want to point this out. Did you see Luka Doncic? You told me about trolling works. And if you saw this, Luka Doncic's teammates were trolling him after his first dunk of the year against the Hornets. Jake LaRavia commented, "You can dunk." And Luka responded, "Hater number 2." And then Vando said, "Second pick is AI."
AI is crazy.
His teammates started trolling it. Why don't you think Luka's got bounce? For a big, here's the thing. Everyone's talking about that dunk. The first thing I thought when I saw that dunk is, my man ain't dunking like that, looking the way he did when he first came here from Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
Right? He had too much baggage.
Way
right?
too much.
And that was a very positive sign that revenge bod, skinny Luka, is a thing.
100%, man. It almost gave flashbacks to rookie Luka when he was on the fast break throwing it down.
Absolutely. I think for Luka, you don't see Steph dunk that much, and not every player dunks all the time. Russ can still dunk.
I like when Kyrie dunks.
Kyrie dunking is pretty fun. His layup package is so fun. My favorite Kyrie is what was the play where he made it on the way down? Remember, he was like double, triple teamed.
Oh yeah.
That
was insane.
So it's crazy how his best moments are like layups, but they're like the most insane gravity-defying layups ever. But as Luka said, I can dunk. I just don't want to do it all the time.
Yeah.
So Luka Doncic having an MVP season so far tonight. You heard it first. Lakers beating the Thunder. And I feel good about that. All right, the next topic. Going to switch gears to the pigskin, to the gridiron. And there was a rumor, a very interesting rumor about Kyler Murray, the Arizona Cardinals quarterback, and possibly joining the Los Angeles Rams. And this one came out of left field because Kyler Murray obviously got paid. He's a QB1 for a division rival, essentially. Every division opponent's a rival to a degree. And it was floated out that an ESPN insider, he floated that Kyler Murray could be a Matthew Stafford replacement. He wrote, I'm leaning towards Murray not sticking in Arizona in 2026. This was Jeremy Fowler of ESPN, and he would continue to write, Murray has spent 7 seasons under center, and Arizona has 1 winning season and 0 playoff wins to show for it. It feels like it's time. And he would go on to say the Rams would be an interesting option. With Matthew Stafford turning 38 in February, Murray could learn Sean McVay's system and get a chance to potentially start down the road. Now, I would tell you this. I've got sources within the Rams that have told me for years now that their GM Les Snead has said that having a mobile quarterback is like a cheat code in modern day NFL. And yes, that mobility paired with Sean McVay's offensive mind is intriguing. But here's the thing. Here's the reason why I don't think that Sean McVay would be that interested in Kyler Murray. I think Sean McVay likes winning football games. And Kyler Murray is not the winning quarterback that I think he hopes that he was. The Cardinals thought that he could be. And I think he's just too much of a project. I have to admit it. I'm a little bit of a heightist when it comes to my QBs. I need 6'2", I need 6'3", I need 6'4". I don't need Kyler Murray throwing it into the back of someone's helmet. And I'm not just saying this because I drafted him as my fantasy quarterback this year and he hasn't played well for me. I just don't think that Kyler Murray is a guy that you can win a Super Bowl with. I think that the best version of Kyler Murray is 10, 11 wins, maybe win a playoff game. Just be a fun player. Be a fun player. I don't think you win a Super Bowl with him because if you're going to have speed in this league, it has to be all-time great speed. Oh, we're talking all-time great speed. It's only 2 guys that really come to mind when I think of guys that can get by with their speed, but they can also throw the football too. 2 of the best throwers of the football I've ever seen. Michael Vick and Lamar Jackson. Those guys, speed plus the ability to throw the football, push the football downfield. And 2, I think Kyler Murray is more interested in playing Call of Duty than chasing a Super Bowl and doing everything it takes to get there. So this is no slight on Kyler Murray. I just don't want him as my quarterback for the Rams if I'm LA. I think there's other interesting options out there possibly. Who knows? Maybe you could swing a deal for Joe Burrow if things continue to trend in the wrong direction in Cincinnati. The Rams did trade out of the first round this past draft to acquire more draft capital, and you could possibly look towards adding someone in the draft, whether it be a Mendoza, whether that mean a Jones, whether that mean a Ty Simpson out of Alabama, an Arch Manning at some point. But here's the thing too. I mean, Matthew Stafford is having an MVP level year. And if Matthew Stafford wins the MVP, wins the Super Bowl, maybe he rides off into the sunset as a Hall of Famer and said, that's that, because he still is under contract for 1 more year. But if Matthew Stafford does want to continue his playing career for next year and beyond, I mean, if they're winning Super Bowls or they're at least contending, you have to expect that they would continue on with it. Here's a name that I think is more interesting than Kyler Murray as a former top pick that hasn't seen his career go the way that many expected. And that is Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence makes a lot of sense to me because he's got that mobility they're looking for. He has a contract that probably doesn't help the situation. But if you look at the Jaguars front office, the Jags front office is full of former Rams employees, Rams executives. Brad Holmes was the former Rams guy. He was the guy who was there when the Stafford trade happened. I wouldn't be shocked if Trevor Lawrence has a resurrection of a career with the Rams as a potential next guy. But here's what you need to know, though. I mean, the truth is that you don't find top quarterbacks in free agency. That's not how it works. You just don't find those guys. The only way you get them is in the draft or if you find a way to swing a Matthew Stafford deal. I just don't see any other way around it. I really don't. It's tough to see, right? And if Matthew Stafford wins a Super Bowl this year, wins an MVP, one thing that would be pretty cool too is you play with the crappy Detroit Lions for so many years that if he does have a really good year and they win the Super Bowl, he could finish with an above 500 record, win MVP his second ring. It's a dream final season, man. And this weekend, you got a showdown. You got the Seattle Seahawks and Los Angeles Rams. This is one of the games of the year in the NFL, and the Rams are breaking out. The Rams are breaking out some new uniforms. Let's cue these up. We got the midnight navy uniforms. So it kind of looks black, but it's like a really, really dark blue. And you kind of see the splatter kind of dot look on the shoulders. The thing that I love about these, though, is they've got the Rams horns on the shoulder worked out really well, where it curls around like it's supposed to curl around. It's like a smaller version of what you saw in the original Rams uniforms of Eric Dickerson and for so many years. Because if you look at the current Rams uniforms, it's like you've got the two horns going in opposite directions. But this one, they actually curl around. So this is just my theory. I think the Rams are going to introduce a new jersey set with a color scheme that's similar to the ones they have right now with the Rams Royal and Soul, but the horns are going to be in the right direction. You also got some matte black helmets. I think these are pretty fire. I would give these, I got to see them on the field first. I would give these like an 8.9. I really think these are pretty clean. If you're going with the alternate look, it's a dark navy. The horns are right. You got the blue in there. Perforated numbers, I could do without. There's a design on the collar that's interesting, but I think these are pretty fire. I think these are pretty fire. I'm going to give my top 10 uniforms, though. These are my top 10 LA uniforms. I'm going to get to the chat, too. We're going to end with the chat today, but I'm going to give my top 10 LA uniforms. All LA teams. Coming in at, honorable mention, Clippers. The Clippers, the Navy one, okay. The Los Angeles one, okay. Looks like it was designed on Canva. The logo looks like it's an SB Nation logo. I like their black ones that were designed by Mr. Cartoon a couple of years ago. I actually think those are pretty clean. But coming at number 10, LAFC's black. The black and gold LAFC. Black and gold, by the way, those are the official colors of the LA Sports Report because the LA Sports Report is all about the city, and this is the city of champions. So LAFC, that's my number 10. Coming in at number 9, I got the Lakers home whites. These were originally the Sunday whites to commemorate the passing of the great broadcaster Chick Hearn. Super clean. Cannot get any cleaner. I do like the Kobe Shaq era whites where you had the purple paneling on the side. But the Lakers home whites coming in at number 9. Coming in at number 8, the Chargers powder blue with the yellow pants. I think the Chargers powder blue with the yellow pants and the white helmet with the numbers, those look the most like the Allworth, like the Winslow era, the Dan Fouts era. Those are clean from a color standpoint with the bolt there. Those are top notch. Those are coming in at number 8. Coming in at number 7, I got the Rams white with the yellow pants. So it's the Rams modern day throwback. They wore them in Super Bowl 56. I think these would be perfect if you had the horns going the right direction. But these are the best Rams set, in my opinion. The Rams white with the yellow pants and the helmet. I think the Rams are due for a rebrand. Coming at number 6, I've got the Kings silver and black. These, my Gretzky black and silver Kings jersey, super sick, super sick. Here's me driving in it. Here's me driving in my black and silver Kings jersey.
Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go. Go Kings. This is, it's super clean. It kind of gives me some early 90s, some late 80s LA kind of a vibe there. The straight out of Compton look, right? Kind of with the Raiders vibe. And that's at number 6. So that's number 6. Number 5, I got UCLA basketball because it's iconic. It's clean. It's the UCLA across the chest. Then coming in at number 4, I'm going USC's home football. The Cardinal and gold for USC. It's iconic, especially when they brought back the stripes. It used to be the stripes on the side. They brought the stripes right here. And look, the truth is, if you grew up in LA and it was the early 2000s, elite high school players from all around Southern California wanted to wear that jersey. The jersey that Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart and Dwayne Jarrett and Mike Williams and Palomalu and Carson Palmer wore, the Pete Carroll era. That's at number 5. I mean, that's number 4. So that's 4. Coming at number 3. Here's my top 3. Number 3, I got UCLA football powder blue. Now, Sports Illustrated, 4 different times when they did their best uniforms in all of college football, they had UCLA's home jerseys as their number 1 in all the sport. Ahead of Michigan, Notre Dame, Ohio State. That powder blue is unique. It's got the Jordan brand. Now, USC is a lot more successful, and that goes without saying. USC is iconic, but also here's the thing about UCLA's home football jersey. When you see those stripes, the same ones you see the Colts wearing, the LSU Tigers wearing, the Patriots wearing, UCLA football, they were the first team to have those shoulder stripes. And that is pretty cool. I mean, you create that look that's iconic. I mean, that's definitely something to be proud of. Now, coming at number 2, it's basically 1A and 1A. It's pretty much a tie for number 1, but it's a list, so I'm going to have to do it. Number 2 is the Lakers gold. And the issue I have with the current Lakers uniform is they're yellow. They're banana yellow. They're not gold. Like we saw in the Showtime era, the Kobe Shaq era, they're yellow. I mean, they look like it's a whole different shade of what it used to be, but it's still iconic. It's still Lakers. And then coming in at number 1, the Los Angeles Dodgers home whites. It doesn't get any cleaner than the wedding gown white with the Dodgers script across the chest and the red TV numbers on the front. Fun fact, the Dodgers were the first team to have that red TV number. And the reason why it's a pop of red is because it's the lines and the red on the logo, but also because at Ebbets Field, when they started playing night games and started being on TV, they wanted fans to be able to identify players from different angles. So they were the team that ushered in those TV numbers. So I've got LAFC at 10, Lakers white at 9, Chargers powder blue at 8, Rams white and yellow at 7, Kings silver and black at 6, UCLA basketball at 5, USC at 4, UCLA football powder blue at 3, Lakers gold at 2, and the Dodgers home wedding gown whites that they have never changed. Never changed. You never see Dodger blue changing colors like the Lakers have changed their colors. So for that alone, I'm going to give them number 1. But let me know down below in the comment section. I want your takes. Give me your top 5, top 10 LA jerseys, uniforms. And here we go. We got BC. Hate the white uniforms. What made the Lakers unique was they were gold at home. All other teams wear white. Yeah, exactly. I think that's another thing I have a major issue with is just stick to gold at home or white at home. Like purple at home, like for someone like me, it makes my brain break. Like it really does. I can't stand it. And I also can't stand the fact that they don't have just their traditional purple road uniforms without black side paneling. Muad'Dib 69, Chargers unis are pretty fire. The only critique I have of the Chargers unis are that it should say San Diego on the chest. Yeah, look, I think, did you see the Chargers all Navy ones? those are pretty fire. The Junior Seau, the LaDainian Tomlinson era ones, those were bangers. But I'm with you. Sports car, it's just weird because you don't think of, no offense, this is no disrespect to Chargers fans and the Bolts. Go Bolts. You don't think of the Chargers being an LA jersey. I think that's another thing too. We've got sports cards, report cards. I don't like the Dodgers City Connect jerseys. They look like they have birthday cake sprinkles. Yeah, the funfetti. I was joking that they should have hats with candles on them, right? Because they look like a birthday cake. Noel really likes those, by the way. Muad'Dib 69. Yeah. Oh, well. Muad'Dib 69. Swap Kings with purple and gold Kings. Take out USC and replace them with Angel City FC. USCs are iconic. I mean, look, trust me. Like, I'm a UCLA guy, but I keep it 100. Give credit what credit's due. Those USC homes, they're iconic for sure. I actually like USC's black basketball jerseys. Those are tough. Those are pretty tough. Really tough. Yeah, those are tough. Why are you laughing? Jeremy Buckley, Noel for LA Mayor. Hey, are we getting that politician on the show? You could,
I think we are.
Yeah, you could. All right, what do you think about my top? What do you think about my list?
I like them.
Give me your top 5.
Your list having pretty many top 5 LA
jerseys.
All right,
you can do 10 if you want, but I mean,
it's only like current. Like, it's not like
current. Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 1, I'm gonna have to roll with Red USC.
Yeah. Red USC over the Lakers and Dodgers?
Yeah, Red USC.
Jeez.
Red USC. Number 2, I'll go with Wedding Gown White Dodgers. Number 3, I'm on the same boat as you. If the Lakers jerseys were still gold, like the Kobe era, they'd be number 1. But right now I put them at number 3. Number 4, I'm going to go UCLA basketball and football are pretty much the same palette, right?
Yeah.
So I'll like kind of put that as a tie right there. And then number 5, I'll go with the Kings because they look similar to my Raiders.
The Raiders.
What do you think about my list?
I like it. It's a good list. It's a good list. I mean, USC's pretty high, but I mean, hey, man, it's kind of subjective.
I have great memories of going to the Coliseum as a kid and seeing those red jerseys.
Yeah, no, I mean, those USC jerseys, they're especially if they're winning.
List, but it's okay.
No, I liked your list. I mean, I think the Dodgers, because of how timeless they are, they're super iconic. I mean, the Ohtani jersey, I really think is going to be like a Jordan jersey. Like it's going to be one of those ones that like everyone kind of had.
You know me, man. I want either a blue Dodgers jersey or a black Dodgers jersey on the field.
Yeah, I mean, black for the sake of black. I think what they should do, what the Dodgers should do is they should go with a Brooklyn era satin. Because they throw back them once with
Kershaw, right?
With Kersh, Ether, and Kemp.
Those are so tough.
Those were sick, the baggy ones. But back in the day, actually, they had a satin version that zipped up.
Oh,
yeah. So I mean, you could really go crazy with that. We got BC. Brady won 4 Super Bowls after turning 37 in the last 10 years. Exactly right. Ron Stoppable. I agree. Chargers, Superchargers, unis are crisp. Muad'Dib. Oklahoma is the worst state in the union. Even I wouldn't go back. I still wouldn't. I think he's talking about like never want to leave LA, right? We got Jeremy, LASR. We're getting, yeah, absolutely. Let's go D-Mac. Thanks, Jeremy. LeBron's era with the Lakers is over. It's Luka's era now. That's from Alonzo. Muad'Dib. We got BC Bronny going back there as soon as his dad comes back. Hey, we'll see about that. But Stephen Blevins got some comments in this show. I like it. I hope LeBron doesn't mess up the Lakers' chemistry since they're starting off strong this year without him. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be kind of the big question. I don't think he will mess it up. I really don't. I think that I think that LeBron has seen enough. He's seen what this team's capable of, and I think that he's going to get in where he fits in. And look, we're talking about a guy as a 25, 7-7 guy as his floor. So I think that's where he's going to be. He's going to be able to help this team. Muad'Dib says Kyler going to sit behind Stafford for another 7 years. And that means that Stafford's still balling. So I'll take that. But all right, guys, Lakers, Thunder tonight. We'll do some more Dodgers news on the show tomorrow. Got some interviews coming up as well. If you haven't yet subscribed to the show, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, hit the like button. My name is Doug McKain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. I actually want to ask you before you get out, Robert, give me your top 3 uniforms.
Top 3 uniforms. Oh, man. I didn't even think about it. I mean, honestly, Lakers, I mean, can we count the Lakers black that they?
You know
had?
what? Yeah, why not? No, absolutely.
Andre Ingram jerseys.
When they went to the non-sleeve ones, I think they were really nice. No, you know what's crazy? Oh my goodness, I kind of want to I probably got to bump LAFC, bro, because the Mamba jerseys
That's why
they wore in 2020.
That's not fair. You said it was current jerseys.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But
That's true.
I mean, but they only wore them a couple times. That's still kind of consider them current.
I think that's an all-time. That's a top 10 NBA uniform all time though.
It is.
With the scales, the purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up there with the Raptors dinosaur jersey.
Raptors, Magic, Hornets, Bucks. I think the Raptors. I like the Raptors home throwback. David Stoudemire. Lots of really good. I like Charles Barkley with the sun-kissed, the black version of that. The Phoenix Suns one. I like the Dikembe, the Mookie Blaylock black Hawks jersey. Lots of good ones. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of the LA Sports Report. My name is Doug McKain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMAC_LA. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, hit the like button for your Los Angeles sports teams. And remember that Los Angeles is the city of champions and the city of roar.